what you do is just get yourself a personal loan and pay that off, and then go bankrupt. Right, you got feet. Both ways, uphill. It's the worst. You. Can we? That's right. You. We're on episode 52, guys. It is. It's a year of weeks. That's what breaks. Adam's firing up his AI fucking recap generator. Oh. Work damage. Yeah. Okay. How did you manage that? Ah. You gotta buy one of those, like, rated for 100,000 hours of use things. I'm just about good to go. It looks like everything's working. How you know that, John? Ew. That's what I heard. All right. I think we're good this time. No Christina tonight. She is in the mountains somewhere. To be fair, that's a risk if you're here or not. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna start her up. With the little thing here. Bam, that guy. Hey. Hi. Is all the audio working? That looks like it is. And I heard everybody, so I'm assuming everybody else is. Okay, I see Megan. See John.
See me
see
talking?
Adam.
Okay, good.
I hear just background humming and Sin, so that's fine. I don't hear Christina. Hi. So, episode 52, as I said in the intro, that's a year worth of weeks that we got here, which is pretty snazzy, pretty something. So, on Etheria a couple days ago, tested out having a character talk, like the little icons talk. So on the new layout that I'm working on, I think that all of the character portraits underneath the players are going to talk when they talk. And then if anybody doesn't feel like being on mic, then their character will just be there. Or not on mic, on camera. Then their character will just be there. If they don't want to be on mic, it's not going to do any fucking good. You're not going to see the mouth moving anyways. But, yeah.
Thank you.
As Adam said, and as you can see on the screen, I did update C Bluff. In case you missed what happened last week, who's doing a recap? See that segue? That was smooth, right? Thank you.
It's going to be Megan or Sin.
Sure thing.
Okey-dokey. Also, to highlight even more of how funny this is going to be, Christina ended the session last week with 3 fate points. Just to throw that out there.
Okay. Last session started with a crowd gathering just outside of Arberberber's spinner.
Yep.
And they are going, it's her, she's here, it's Morgan the Mad. Morgan the Mad is the leader of the Adventurers of Amethil, one of the factions vying for power. We kind of just acknowledged that was happening, and although some of us were tempted to go check it out, we instead continued where we were going, which was locating the rune the rune crown fragment so we could get to it before we had to deal with any cultists. Hey, hi, John. um, so we make it out there right to where there's that circular little bean shape there. And it's like, straight down about 500 feet or so is where this rune is located. We were able
Not
to
even
tell.
500, but 100.
Yeah. Thrain was using locate object, and that's how we knew that. Esmeralda swan dives straight into the water, and one of the dark workers is like, ma'am, there's a pretty bad undertow here. This isn't like a swimming area. This is for trade and ships. She just nods and is like, uh-huh, and is trying to look around out of the water to see where we can see things. Desmond says, hey, you have the elemental rune, Nell. Why don't you see if you can figure out something with that? And so Nell tries to see if they can just like push a hole straight down in the water to like attempt to make a path for them to get down where we can see, or where we can assume the location of this rune is. And it sure does start to push down, but it pushes down in like a whirlpool fashion. Now remember that Esmeralda's in the water. So I flushed that toilet. And that little shit went whoop. Nell turned off the route, like stopped using that power because obviously you don't want this to happen, and is like, shit, somebody go in the water after them, because Nell is not a fan of water and can't really swim. So Roderick and Desmond dive in there after Desmond takes a little potion that changes him so that he can like breathe underwater, and he's got webbed fingies and stuff. And that works great. And he passes Roderick, who's swimming down, and hands him a potion of the same sort, which he downs, and they make their way to Esmeralda, who's just spiraling out in this lovely current. And they can see caught on the rocks are like, half of a dead cultist and such like that. They end up being able to get her and up into a little air reservoir for an underwater pocket of air cave thing. Up top, Nell and Thrain are like, fuck! And because it's been a hot minute, so Thrain does ascending to Desmond to make sure they're okay and we don't have to start, rescue attempts. Desmond says, it's good. We're handling it. Don't get in the water too. So we don't. We wait patiently. So this little air reservoir has a couple dead cultists in it, and there's a shadowy figure that's like moving to hide real quick. Esmeralda, Desmond, and Roderick kind of reach like they're about to grab weapons, but they hear in common, wouldn't do that if I were you. There's a bunch of little crab humanoid boys looking down at them. And One elf? Yeah, that's Thalos. He's weird. And they're trying to figure out if they're baddies or not. Well, we're not baddies, and they're asking, "Why are you here?" And Roderick takes out his runestone and is like, "We're looking for this," and they're all like, "Oh!" Click, 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 and they start referring to the group as Landkin. Thalos is like, "Wait, you can't speak our language?" And then Roderick uses the player boon to be able to understand language, reading that ancient spell inscribed on his chest, and find apparently all of these creatures are going, "A herald, a herald, is it a herald? He's a herald, a herald." And he has to ask his sentient sword what the hell a herald is, and they're like, "They think you're a Lita type." And so Roderick's like, "Yeah, totally." And so they go and they get their herald, which is a much bigger crab boy with a big old shell. And there's a lovely conversation back and forth, like, so you're a herald? You go, yeah, not really. I'm Roderick the First. Oh, I'm Herald 76. There's a nice conversation back and forth. When are you expected to die, Roderick the First? Any day now. But Roderick tells them that we need the rune that is in the chest of Herald 76. And after some lovely persuasion and convincing him that Roderick will look after his tribe, Harold kills himself and gives grants power and leadership of his tribe to Roderick, after Roderick swears on the Tide Stone that he will protect the people. And by the people, I mean the crabs. And then the crappy crabs are like, "I wonder what he's going to wish for." Turns out that's how that runestone works. So Roderick grabs it and is basically like, "Damn, I sure wish we were up on the surface with Nell and Thrain." And so the entire cave system where these crabs lived just went right up into Sea Bluff's, surface. Of course, the surface where Sea Bluff is already had lots of buildings and businesses and people. They're not there anymore. People were flung and there's a lot of death, but we're up here now. Lucky for Nell, right where that circle jelly bean shape is, that's right where Nell was standing. So they didn't get hurt. Thrain at this point had just started to walk off to try to meet up and talk with blah blah blah. Quillwise. I don't know why I always forget his name. He immediately turns around and runs back like, "What just happened?" And Nell just kind of goes, looking at the crab things, "Friend or foe?" Everybody's like, "They're cool, they're cool, they're cool." Roderick's doing a translation back and forth and is eventually like, "All right, you're gonna listen to my friend here, Nell." And the Thrain says through the sending stone to Quillwise, "Good news, bad news. Good news is we got the rune stone. I think you heard the bad news." And he says, "Yeah, so did every guard in the area, and they're all on their way there, so yeah." Paladin's on his first on scene because that boy quick. And he's like, "Nell, what the fuck happened here?" And Nell's like, "Try to figure it out right now. These creatures need help too." He's like, "Forget the creatures. My city, my people." And Nell's like, The Eclipsean Order is already stationed here, and we are going to help in any way possible. Zon tells his men to stand down. They don't really, as Thylus goes to get a little potion thingy that's going to make it so Nell can speak to the crabs to them. And Esmeralda uses magic to force the guard who took the potion from Thylus to give her said potion. And they're like, hey, she used magic on me. And she says something along the lines of, if you don't wish to have your swords at each other's throats, you will stand down. She intimidated them real good, and it's, additionally a good thing that their leader had already told them to stand down, and they had just been shit listeners. Anyways, Nell communicates back and forth with the crabs and is like, hey, give me a quick summary of everything that happened. They do, and they go, okay, well, if you're going to live here on the surface now and you want to be able to integrate well with the city, you're going to have to show that you're a good asset to the city and that this huge tragedy shouldn't be blamed on you. So might be a good idea for you to, help us look for survivors and clear through the rubbish. While this is happening, Esmeralda goes to approach the dead Herald 76, and before she touches him, is like, so what do you guys do with your dead? They're like, oh, we eat them. And Nell's like, okay, don't do that to us. That is taboo. And they look offended and are like, we wouldn't do that. But, better safe than sorry to tell them, okay, if you eat your dead, we don't do that. Anyways, Roderick tells them to follow Nell, and so off we all go to save others. Desmond sets up a healer's tent while Roderick's using his blind sight to locate people underground, and Thrain is raging, digging through rubble to reach those who need assistance. Nell and the parade of crabs are working together to move rubble and assist where possible, and Nell is using their ability to cast Lay on Hands to heal people as necessary. And this goes far into the night, and we're all quite tired because there really isn't much for breaks. The crabs have to take breaks, though, because they need to go in the water. They dry out and start to crack. So, yeah. And when morning starts to roll out, we hear the hag countess laugh and say, I lost quite a few men trying to get that rune. Thank you for bringing it up to the surface. It seems like you all are the best on the payroll. And that is where the session ended.
And that is where the session begins. So, as you all hear this voice ring out, you start to see people that are moving around, stopping and looking off in the distance. And as your eyes shoot across the cityscape, you could start to see figures scaling the wall and dropping down into the city. And you see a few of them, and then all of a sudden you start seeing just dozens of people just...
Question.
Yeah.
Did we tell... Hang on. Brain loading. Elder.
Paladin?
Paladin's on. About
Euros?
the hag and stuff. I'm mixing campaigns, okay?
Where am I? I mean,
Did-
I feel like word of the hag has pretty well spread at this point.
I meant the whole story, because I know...
I don't think the whole story has been told to him, no.
I don't think we told him shit.
Yeah, I don't think
Not
you guys
really.
told him shit either, really.
Also, I'm gonna move myself right here next to Roderick because he and I are working together.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just gonna say. Go ahead and move yourselves in whatever proximity you think that you would be in. The area that Desmond is standing in, I think, is where you said you were doing like the medical tent shit.
I'm right where I'm at.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm right where I'm at in the middle of digging a body out.
sure.
Well, Roderick's like he's right there.
I just see Roderick with his guns out, just like pointing with the gun. Oh, there. Okay. Everybody go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Cool. Oh, wait, is this should have been an advantage for me perception?
If you have your blindfold on, I would say yes.
Yeah, because he's using his blind sight to
I'm
locate
gonna use
people.
I'm gonna use that 7 as your second one though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is that total? 12?
Yes. So Nell, as you hear the Hag Countess's laughter, this actually all works out kind of well, actually. Given where you are on the map right now, you're probably in the middle of like sifting through some rubble. You hear the noise, and you're sort of pinned between multiple buildings. And as your attention kind of juts through one of the little gullies between where the rocks have been pulled to the surface and some of the broken down houses, you could see the city wall, and you could see things kind of climbing over it. From the vantage that you have right now, Thrain, you can see pretty clearly up one like back alley of buildings, and looking straight down, you could start to see hooded figures kind of weaving between the buildings. Roderick, you're sort of standing in front of a building, and your view down the road is cut off by this building as you're assisting Thrain with this. So you don't really see anything until you start hearing like the big commotion.
Okay.
Desmond, from where you're at, you see a clear shot down the city street to the northern gates, and you can see the northern gates just this bombardment of figures start running through the city, all of them wearing the matching robe, and you can see them sort of running through, and they just scatter out. Some of them are running down the main street. Some of them have ducked through like the alleys and whatnot between buildings. And you start to see guard and civilian alike begin attacking and fighting down near the well.
The well?
Or the fountain, rather. Sorry.
Okay. I was like, is this a location's name that I didn't know? But okay, that makes more sense.
I need you to know what I mean, not what I say.
I'm sorry!
Okay. Refresh my brain where I'm at. What I have left. Hey, can you make it so Esmeralda's not targeting me?
Nope. Don't worry about who's targeting what. Worry about yourself.
I'm going to. I don't want her targeting me. I would not be raging right now, I wouldn't think.
No, you would. I think you said you saved a rage.
For if someone was, yeah.
Yeah, if something happened.
Yeah. Oh no, I used both my rages.
Okay.
But I would use the first. I used my first one immediately, but I would have saved it for somewhere deep. But I would have used it through the course of the night.
Okay. Okay.
And then this is gone. Okay.
All right. So we'll start with Thrain. What do you do in this instant?
I'll yell at Roderick. The hag. They're coming for the crystal. Rune.
Too many campaigns.
Roderick's going to like kind of gesture directly at Desmond and just kind of makes a gesture like, you know.
Sorry, what? Just right, Desmond, like what?
He's just gesturing to Desmond like to say like gesturing to say like he has it.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Pretty much just jump down and start running to Desmond. Get him up to speed if he hasn't seen it.
You hear Guide like, "Who are these robed freaks?"
Evildoers.
Just squints his eyes. You feel the blade wibble a little bit as he gives you a nod.
Someone that you'll be very useful for.
Yeah, he's gonna follow Thrain over to Desmond.
Nell is going to use thaumaturgy to yell out as loud as possible to alert citizens and guards nearby who, may or may not notice. Cultists and likely undead are approaching the city. Or rather, not approaching,
Invading.
are invading the city. Take shelter if you need to. If you can fight, we'll need you.
All right. And
then she'll also look at the crabby folks and clicky clack at them.
Crabby folks are not here.
They've already returned to the waters?
Correct.
Okay. I want to be like, hey, run.
Desmond pulls out his blade and looks at the group approaching them, then looks back at Roderick and Thrain and just says, "It might be better if we left."
Yeah, but knowing the hag, she'll use this as leverage. She'll destroy the city because we care about it.
We'll lose the rune trying to defend. The city's going to be attacked regardless if we stay or not.
Where have we seen stables in the city anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, there's stables near the spinner that you guys are staying in.
Didn't want to do a chase scene, but okay.
Of Rilithar.
We know where the hag is now. She's here. We got this one before she can get to it. We start moving to the next one. We have a head start.
I gotta pull up that map. Brain. This one. There. I'm gonna make a roll real quick.
Sure.
No, I would not remember. Okay. Let's see if I remembered without actually pulling out the map where we should go.
North or south? A long way north or...
Somewhat long way south.
Yeah.
So if she were to level the city, would anyone be the wiser as to the fact that she did so because of us?
Depends on who heard what she said.
One city or your plane.
Oh, I'm not arguing against you, but who's going to try and convince Nell?
It's not. You'll get a. I'll scoff at that. One city. What about? Hang on, I gotta pull up the actual map so I can have the actual names that are still there that are crossed out.
Orchard
Sand
Shore.
scale?
What about Orchard Shore, Elm Hollows, Sandscale, Durian? It's not just one city.
Something to be said about, greater good and all that. But whatever we do, we have to do it now.
You having fun there, Cliff?
A lot of stuff happening right now, though.
Everybody's dead.
Right? Oh, darn. It's time to leave. We did what we could.
Yeah.
We were able to fight her off once. I don't know if we can do it again because she's had time to learn. And we've been up all fucking night. But
If only,
we need to find
The
Nell and
time.
Esmeralda.
only we took the time to study and practice how to use the runes. But
I tried.
I'm glad
Just
no
show
one
him your hand, my
suggested
hand.
that.
Pretty much hold his hand and shake it. I tried.
I don't know if now's the time for this guy.
Desmond's gonna start moving to find other people of the party. Pretty sure he can find other people, but they're
I'm sure you heard Nell's thaumaturgy
yeah,
booming out,
yeah.
so you know generalized idea where Nell is.
I don't want to split up. Let's move together.
Doesn't
We need to
gonna
find
move in the
Esmeralda and
direction of
Nell.
Nell.
We're in that direction.
Running with our group.
Yeah. Well. If I see a cultist, my hammer's in the hand. I'm smacking him.
It's taking longer than I thought it would. 6.
Doobie 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 doop boop boo.
Okay, finally.
Clean right shoulder. That left one though.
The rest of the body, filthy.
Unfaithful chortle.
All
Harold
right.
76 is still there.
As you all start running through the city, trying to reunite with everybody, you are coming across these small engagements of civilians and guards fighting the cultists, and you start to notice as you're moving about, like, the cultists will be fighting, and then, like, as soon as you get within, like, a certain proximity, you'll see them stop doing what they're doing and turn to you. Even if they weren't facing you, you see them turn to engage you. And
Is there a new map for this?
There's
Or
not.
is it just okay? I'm just trying to find the maps.
So as you're running through, Roderick, you feel this this tingle in the back of your mind for a moment, as you hear someone like almost like they're whispering right next to you. Hold it right there. And you feel your body lock up for just a moment before you squint and turn, and you see a cultist with their eyes glowing yellow, like reaching their hand out as they're moving in your direction. What are you gonna do?
I don't notice it.
Physically, is this paralyzed or anything?
Roderick doesn't know for sure. He felt like someone was trying to take control of him for a moment, but he managed to muster through the feeling.
Mustard.
He's going to shoot him.
Okay.
Yeah. After careful deduction.
That's homeboy with the cleanest shoulder you ever seen.
Ooh, that's a
Shoot him in
nice
the shoulder.
shoulder.
It's supposed to be
Yeah.
bloody, isn't it?
Who am I targeting?
Hooded figure with clean right shoulder.
I gotta stretch out my combat tracker because I just see them all as hooded figures.
It's a good thing he's the first one.
He is the first one.
There we go. Boop. All right, and then we're gonna go.
I noticed that though.
Yeah, this is the non-silenced one.
Well, just in general.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah. Oh, he blocka.
Boom. And as he hits the ground, you start to notice more of them swarming in.
Like they're trying to get in our heads. I shot him in the clean shoulder, by the way.
Damn, that's so mean. Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, teach him.
It was looking so good too. Desmond, you start seeing more of the cultist swarm, and all of a sudden you hear this thought in the back of your mind. Okay, you use the flash of genius. You hear this this thought in the back of your mind of leave, and as you contemplate just using your whatchamacallit, your blessing to just zip out, you fight through the feeling for a moment, as you see one of the small group of cultists, eyes glowing yellow as he's reaching his hand out to you.
Would this be something I have advantage against before I do my flash of genius?
Do you have advantage against command? I don't think you would.
Specifically, I don't think so.
Yeah, it was the command spell. So due to the fact that it's not a charm technically, but basically just like singular word thing, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see what the internet has to say. No.
Nope.
No, it is a command. It is a compel, not a charm. So yeah. So you use the flash of genius. You as soon as you feel that that idea of leaving wasn't of your own, you fight through it, and you see again in the small group, one of them specifically with their eyes glowing, sort of has their hand reached out towards you. What you gonna do?
I like Roderick's idea. Let's shoot him.
Okay. This is the
So-
one with the rugged gown.
So seeing Roderick get, or hearing Roderick's first shot, Brain would have turned to, attack with the spell, because obviously they're at a range still. But Roderick killed him before he could even get close, so I'm gonna hear this blocka and see if I need to attack this guy after Desmond's double tap or just single tap.
Slow your roll.
Oh shit.
All right. So you hear Roderick shoot off in a couple in one direction at one guy, and then all of a sudden you hear Desmond on the opposite side of you shoot off in a different direction. Now from the other side of the buildings that you're by, you hear 4 gunshots ring out. And you hear a voice in the back of your head say, "Swim." And as you hear this, you see from one of the rooftops nearby you, one of the cultists in sort of a superhero landing stance on top of the building, as he like pushes himself off and drops down to the ground next to you. Give me another 20, please, and take this inspiration. All right. What do you do as this cultist attempts to get inside your head and you force the thoughts out?
I gotta
Look
go.
him in the eyes and go,
My dad is in the hospital, or is on the way to the hospital.
Oh shit.
okay, yeah, completely understandable.
I'll be back later, guys. Bye.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, Nell's just gonna look at them and go, die, and then fucking sword that bitch.
All right. That's the one with the unfaithful chortle.
Okay.
How appropriate too. He's like, swim.
No! It's a good thing I get to swing twice.
Take a swing at him as he jumps down, and like as he's standing up, you swing and you hit the robe, and it just cuts through some of the cloth.
You also have a nat 19.
Okay, I got him this time.
All right. No, what? No, it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to do this first. Okay, you are not held. It lies.
So, should we postpone this? Considering we've lost 2/5 of the party?
I mean, we can.
Yeah, I just, I feel bad. I know Adam wants to be here, but, Dad in the hospital's kind of a big fucking deal.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, we can call it. Yeah,
Feels
we'll
fair.
yeah, that's I get it. Yeah, we'll pick back up on this next week. And we should have everybody back next week.
Should
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Rio?
All right.
Where's that Nori screaming? Good night.
No, not Nori.
Good night.